You still scared of me, Sally?
I ain't scared of you, Massa.
The recent movie Jefferson in Paris brought to life Thomas Jefferson's alleged affair with his slave Sally Hemmings. Whether that affair actually took place has been argued for nearly 2 centuries. Although historians debate on the role Sally Hemmings played in Thomas Jefferson's life, they do agree on these tidbits. She had at least 4 children, and they were very fair-skinned, so the father was probably a white man, and that 2 of her children passed for white in society. Many of her descendants crossed the color line to achieve their goals, like this woman who shocked faculty members and classmates at Vassar College when she revealed on graduation day she was a black woman.
This is a child that really caused international notoriety to be brought with respect to Jefferson.
Attorney Robert Cooley doesn't mind showing off his family tree. When he was a child, he learned a secret from his grandfather, a secret that was not to be discussed outside the family.
I was 10, and he told me, he said, it's time for you to learn about your heritage.
Cooley was told he belonged to a special family. He was a descendant of Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemmings.
I knew who Jefferson was. I didn't know who Sally Hemmings was. And I said, wow. I didn't question him. It's my grandfather. He wouldn't tell me any lies. And I kept the secret for almost 40 years until I opened my big mouth.
He couldn't keep it bottled up when he sat in on a panel discussion being held at the University of Virginia by Jefferson scholars some 5 years ago.
I hear historians attempting to tell me that my family's account is a lie. And it bothers me. I'm a former judge, and I certainly wouldn't put my credibility on the line if I didn't understand, believe, and know what I'm speaking of.
Gerald Morgan is also a descendant of Jefferson, 8th generation.
Well, I mean, I've heard about this as far back as I can remember. There's never been any secret about it, but they just don't know exact details.
But Morgan doubts Jefferson and Hemmings had children together.
Well, we adopt the position that they didn't. We don't deny it could have happened, but we don't think it happened. Just because I think historical periods don't quite come together to make that possible.
We know that Sally didn't get pregnant by herself, and we know that Jefferson was in fact the father.
Believe the two had a relationship or not, but what may frighten historians and society overall is that the Jefferson and Hemmings story might indicate many of us may have more in common than we may realize. Jonathan Costin, 13 News.